All right, let's dive in. Let's go to the top of the mat and start in Tadasana. Take a few breaths here in your Tadasana. Feel your feet rooted down into the mat, starting to energize the body, feeling as tall as possible. One more breath. Let's take a sun salutation. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Using those blocks if you'd like to. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Enjoy the stretch through the hamstrings. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Threw a little curveball at you there. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Now let's take it down to the mat. Exhale, squat down, find your way to plank. Move through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, staying for about 3 breaths. On your inhale, lift the head. Find your way back up to the top of the mat. Lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Let's take that again. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lifting halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, coming all the way up to vertical. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Shift your weight into the right foot. Left heel releases. Let's find tree pose. Lift the thigh upward first, then outwardly rotate. Find your connection, foot around the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. Just make sure you avoid that knee joint, yeah? Once you find your connection, press that foot firmly into your standing leg. And breathe here. If you're ready for a little challenge, feel free to extend the arms up overhead. Just make sure that the ribs stay nice and secure. So we don't want those front ribs to open up. We want to keep them laced together. Good. From here, step it back to warrior 1. So the leg is already outwardly rotated. Hips are still square to the front. Front knee is tracking over the front foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, settle into that warrior 1. Again, close those front ribs. So your front abdominals, they're only in the front. Your abdominals are engaged to keep you upright, yeah? One more big breath here. Good. Inhale, lengthen out of your waist. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Move the back foot for more width. The front foot is your anchor. We want it to stay put. Keep that front knee tracking over the middle of the foot. Arms are at shoulder height. And turn the elbows back, if you will. This is a weird cue, I know that. But instead of letting the arm go flab here, and you see the crease of the elbow going upwards, turn it ever so slightly so the crease of the elbow is kind of pointing on a downward diagonal. This will energize the tricep muscles. And then press down onto imaginary tables. As you press down through the arms, lift up through the spine. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the energy in the arms. Sink a little deeper into the legs and hips. Keep your chin towards the armpit. Eyeballs roll up to look at the top hand. And just be careful that you are maintaining a nice long neck here. We don't want to crunch the back of the neck. Inhale up through center, straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Top arm can stay up. If that doesn't feel great for you, then you can always bring the hand to the waist. Eyes can look up, but if your balance feels a little wonky that way, you can look straight ahead, or for most grounding, look down at the front toe. Good. Inhale, come up through vertical. Exhale, warrior 2. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands down to the inside of the front foot. Feel free to use blocks here, especially if the hips are tight. Square off your hips and then walk the right foot out to the right edge of your mat. Keep it parallel though, so try not to outwardly rotate. We're just looking for a wider stance in the legs. Gently lower the back knee and sit up nice and tall. Now both arms are inside of that front foot. Front foot is flat. I know you can't see it right now because my blocks are in the way. But it's important to keep that nice and grounded in the front for our twist or our spiral that we're going into. So weight comes into the left hand. You can release the back toes. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twist and bring the hand to the thigh. Then gently press your chest up and back. There's a little bit of an arch here and a nice opening through the hip flexor. You can stay here if you want a little bit more intensity. The right arm can reach up and back for the back foot. If there's a connection there, then gently pull the heel towards your sit bone. And be careful of this front shoulder. I feel myself doing it, so just be aware. Don't sink into it. Press into that hand. One more breath. Go gently release. Bring the right hand to the mat in front of you. Lift the back knee. Step back to plank. Stay here for a breath. Now go through your vinyasa. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Settling in here. On your next inhale, lift the head. Find your way to the top of the mat. Lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Other side, shifting your weight onto the left foot. Lift the right thigh, outwardly rotate the leg. Find your foot-leg connection, so around the ankle, around the calf, or the inner thigh. And then press the foot actively into that leg. Use that energy to lengthen upward. Breathe here. Keep your eyes focused on one point, something that's stationary. And if you're ready for some extra challenge, allow the arms to extend up overhead. And any shape of the arms is fine. Just being mindful that they don't throw you off balance or adjust the rib cage. Remember, we want that rib cage to be nice and tight. If the arms are overhead, bring the hands back to your heart center. Release that top foot, step it back, warrior one. Keep the hips square, back leg stays outwardly rotated. And once you get comfy and all your alignment is where it needs to be for your body, let the arms lift up by the ears and settle in. On your inhale, lift out of the waist. Exhale, open up warrior two. Move the back foot to find your width. Front knee softens a little bit more over the center of that foot. Arms shoulder height. Roll those elbows back. Eyes look over the front hand. Breathe here in warrior two. On your next inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. This is actually a nice side bend through the spine, right? So you're getting an opening through the front part of the body. Well, it's not really front. You're getting a nice opening through the left side of the body. Keep the chin in toward your armpit. Eyeballs roll up to the fingers and sink into your legs. Inhale, come up through vertical, straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Hips shift to the right. Bottom hand comes to the inside of the leg. Open the chest. Breathe here. Eyes can look up to the fingers, straight ahead, or down to the front foot for more stabilization so that you don't feel wobbly. On your inhale, come back up through vertical. Exhale into warrior two. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of the front foot, grabbing those blocks if you're using them. Walk the right foot to the outer edge of the mat, but keep it parallel. So the pinky edge is in line with the edge of your mat. Gently lower down the back knee for low lunge. Release the toe. Just allow your body to settle for a second before we move into our twist. Cool, you settled? Good. All right, so let's get into that twist. Weight into the right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, spiral around to that front leg, and then let the hand come down to the thigh. You give a little bit more twist and see if you can lift the chest. There is a little bit of tension between the hand, or a little bit of pressure between the hand and the thigh. But please, I'm going to move my blocks here so that you can see. Make sure that front foot is flat. No pinky edges. We're not in lizard pose, yeah? This is just a nice variation of low lunge. If you'd like to deepen this, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, bend the back knee. See if you can connect hand to foot. And gently pull the heel towards the sit bone. Now this position is really where the front leg is going to want to outwardly rotate. Activate your inner thigh. Keep that knee pointing forward. One more breath. Gently release the hand if you have the foot. Bring it to the inside of the front foot so that you're on both hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee. Find your way back to plank. Stay here for a breath or two. Let the hips straighten themselves out. And now move through your vinyasa. On an exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Good. On your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale where you need to. Come up into tabletop onto hands and knees. Blocks can go to the side of the mat for now. And let's take a few rounds of cow and cat pose. While inhaling, lifting the heart and the tail. Exhale, engage the abdominals, curl into cat. Inhale, lifting the heart and the tail. Exhale, curl. Let's go one more time. Inhale, lifting the head and tail. Exhale, curl. Inhale, come to a nice neutral spine. Go ahead and sit down onto one hip, and we're going to come into a reclined position. So those of you that are inversion free, set yourselves up so that you are on an incline. There are the words. And if you are looking for more variations on how to be inversion free so that you can flow through your practice without stopping and pausing or skipping poses, then check out the link below in comments. All right, so once you're all set up, go ahead and lie back. We want to be nice and secure on the back. So if you are inversion free and you're using props, make sure that you can be stable here, that you are fully supported. And then we're going to take, what is the name of this pose? Wind relieving pose. So you're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest. Left leg is nice and relaxed. Feel free to roll the right ankle around, squeeze the toes, do whatever you need to do here. Deep breaths are always welcome at this point. Good, and let's take that leg into a twist. So if you are on props, you're gonna have to bring the foot down, shift the hips, and roll to your side. We want that top leg to fall to the opposite side of the body. It doesn't matter where the foot rests. It could rest on the leg, it could come down to the mat. could wrap around, whatever. Just looking for a nice spiral through the spine and a little bit of outer hip opening here. It's okay to let your eyes close and just breathe gently. On your inhale, come back to neutral. Extend the right leg long underneath you. Pull the left leg in towards your chest. Same thing with that left foot. You can roll it around, you can point flex, squeeze the toes, whatever you might need to help release the ankle out. Good. From here, let's take our twist. If you are on props, gently place your foot down, shift the hips, and then let that top leg fall across the body. If you're not on props, then you can just let the leg kind of come over to the side. Stay here and breathe. And it's okay if it's not the deepest sensation in the world. As long as you feel something happening in the body, you're doing great. Take one more nice deep breath here. And bring yourself back to neutral. Let the feet come together, knees fall out to the side for reclined bound angle pose. Hands can rest where they're comfortable for you. So under the legs, on the hips, on your heart and belly, on your belly, out to the side, whatever feels the best for you. And you can experiment and see what feels good. Once you find it, allow yourself to feel heavy and weighted and melt into whatever you're laying on. Nice, gentle, soft breaths. From here, gently use the hands on the outside of the legs and bring them to parallel. And go ahead and extend the legs out to Shavasana. Now, if your lower back is not happy with this, you can always bring the feet mat width apart and let the knees fall together in constructive rest. If the legs are extended, make sure they're mat width apart and let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides at a comfortable angle, palms are upward. Let your eyes close and take rest in stillness. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Bring the legs together underneath you, arms extend up by the ears for a nice big full body stretch. And either hug the knees in toward your chest or bring the feet mat width apart and gently rock from side to side. Gently roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your right arm under your head as a pillow, or your props, if you will. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. And either press your hands together in prayer at your heart center, or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take this opportunity to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Now take a few moments for some gratitude. What are you thankful for in this moment? And give yourself a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Avoiding going upside down in your yoga classes? Avoid common mistakes that are made when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. Click the link in the comments to learn more and to get my free guide on how to modify common poses.